Hey everyone, let's go ahead and get started. First of all, thank you all for attending today's webinar. We host webinars every single month, usually around the third or fourth week of the month, the third or fourth Thursday. And so, yeah, thank you guys for joining us. Today we're going to kind of start at the top because it's the beginning of the year and we've met a lot of you during our trade shows in Orlando and in Las Vegas. So we like to give a general overview of what we do in January. So this month we're talking about promo stores and giving a general overview as an intro to promo stores, company stores, and simple stores, because that is our bread and butter and that is what we do. And so just a few things before we dive into the content. First of all, there is a handout for today's webinar. So be sure to take a look at that. You can also download it and keep it if you'd like to. And we also post these handouts and a recording of the webinar so you can watch whenever you have time on our website. And we usually get that in the afternoon following the webinar. We get that up on our website for you so you can either watch it again or share it with some colleagues, or if you don't have time to join us for the whole presentation today, you can sure catch that later. So be on the lookout for that. We'll send an email to you once that's all posted. The next thing I want to go over is you have a question box in GoToWebinar. So anytime you have a question throughout today's presentation, be sure to just pop it into the box. And so we get to that at the very end of the webinar. We like to keep these webinars around a half hour, 45 minutes, so we don't keep you too long. So if we don't get to your question, we will absolutely follow up in an email. And even if we do get to your question, we'll still follow up in an email. That way you have it in writing and you can refer back to it whenever you need. And you can also continue the conversation if you'd like. So just a few things just to keep in mind throughout today's presentation. So let's go ahead and jump right in. On the line today is myself. I'm Lucy Taylor. I'm the marketing manager here at Bright Stores. And then giving today's main presentation and demo is our director of, actually vice president. I need to change that title, but Tanya Ignasic. She'll be guiding you through the meat of our content and the demo today. So I'm going to hand it over to Tanya to tell you a little bit more about our company.
Thanks, Lucy, and thank you everyone for joining us today. We're happy you're here. So just briefly, for those of you that might not know us well, we just like to talk a little bit about why Bright Stores. So Bright Stores has been in the promotional products industry, providing amazing software tools for the industry for well over 15 years. So our primary product has always been company stores. We're really good at it. We've been doing it for some of the world's most recognized brands, small company stores, and everything in between for a long time. And what that allows us to do is to just really have a wonderful understanding of the needs and requirements of your clients, corporate clients, small clients, everybody, and what they look for, what type of data they might need, and so on and so forth. So we really are experts in company stores. That being said, we're experts in e-commerce in general. We're experts in distributors and the way that they do business and what they need. We know this industry. We know promotional products. We know company stores. So it's kind of a really unique, well-rounded place to be because we're very, very dialed into the industry, but we're also very savvy from a programming technical standpoint. So I know I'm kind of boasting, but I just think that what we bring to this market is really valuable.
Okay, so I am going to just briefly go over all the topics that we're going to hit today. So like I mentioned earlier before, we're going to talk about promo stores, company stores, and simple stores. That's what that entails. So we'll give you a general overview, talk about some things to keep in mind whenever you're qualifying your clients and asking if they would be a good fit. And really, there's a solution for everyone. So we'll jump into that. Some of our top tips for a successful store launch, and then some resource tools that we have available to you to help educate and sell company stores to your clients. So that's kind of a high-level overview of what we're going to talk about today. So I'm going to give that back to Tanya, and she's going to just jump right in.
All right. So let's start. We've got a lot to cover today because we're going to be taking a look at and discussing both our Bright Sites Robust Company Stores as well as our new product, which is Simple Stores. Just as an aside, we're going to be going over Simple Stores in a lot more detail next month. So this is kind of an initial high-level overview, but we thought we wouldn't be doing justice to online stores and shopping in this webinar if we didn't also show you and mention our new Simple Stores as well. But let's start by talking about our Bright Sites company stores that have been in place for quite some time. So we have the Bright Sites company store solution, which allows you to build a company store for your clients. Whether it's basic or advanced, whether it's simple or feature-rich or control-based or integrated or all kinds of different things, the Bright Sites company store solution really lets you build out a tool specific to what your client's requests entail. So these are very customizable from a look and feel design standpoint. We provide clean and professional storefronts. They're all mobile friendly. So when your clients use them, they can do it on the bus, on their phone, on the tablet. They're just very flexible to go along with them anywhere. Within these stores, in addition to meeting your clients' branding guidelines and all that good design stuff, you can build out the store specifically to what they need as well, with unlimited categories and product options that just are to the moon and back, some really robust logo management capabilities and product personalization capabilities if you need them. Once you do get those products into your shopping cart, the shopping cart and checkout process is very intuitive, very streamlined, and flexible. In addition to flexible payment methods, whether it's custom payment methods or credit cards, once those orders have been placed, some really wonderful reporting capabilities. So from the beginning to the end and everything in between, it's just scalable and robust, just lets you kind of build out a program very specific to what your client needs when they're ready for that company store program. Now, we all know that there are clients that are not ready for a company store program. They may not warrant a company store program for a variety of reasons. So that's why we've come up with Simple Stores. This is a perfect complement to company stores because it fills that giant gap between no store and full company store, where you can put up a store, a simple store, a simple, easy to build, easy to launch, easy to manage store where all your other clients can come online and place orders for their organization. It's a single page online store. There's not a process of clicking through a homepage categories. It doesn't go step by step by step by step. It's really straightforward, really streamlined. It's great if you have a limited number of products you want to offer. You put them right there on the homepage. Users scroll through it to look at their products. It's mobile friendly, responsive, just like the other system is as well. It's crazy easy and quick to launch these stores. It's a simple system. There's not a lot of bells, not a lot of whistles, but it's perfect for pop-up stores, temporary stores, seasonal stores, redemption stores, a lot of purposes for when this simple store is just a really, really nice fit. So how do you know which one you need? That's part of a conversation with your client. Do they need a company store? Do they need a simple store? Well, a lot of that is going to come down to why are they using the store? What do they need the store for? The who, what, whys, and how of a store. So what's the purpose of the store? Why are they needing to put that store up? How many products are going to be in that store? Do they need to shop a catalog of products, or is it just a handful of products that they need to order? How are they going to be paying for those products? Are they redeeming a code for a product? Are they paying with a credit card? What's that process look like? How long is that store going to be up? Is it permanent? Is it temporary? How often will users be placing orders? And are there any other types of features or capabilities or program functionalities that need to be in the site? So getting answers to some of those questions will help you and us determine whether a simple store or company store is the right fit for that client. Of course, another really important question determining which direction to send that client is going to be economics the economics of it. Is there a magic spend formula that helps us direct a client to one or the other? There's not a magic spend formula. And with this simple store, now it's quite lovely because your clients can all have an online shopping presence. It's not just for the big programs or the big clients anymore. There's a solution now for everybody. But what their spend is and how they plan to use the store will help you determine if it does warrant a company store or if a simple store might be a really good starting point with that client. So having that be part of this discussion is a really good way to make that determination. So let's kind of slow this down a little bit and let's break down the 2 or 3 types of stores that we've got going on here and take a look at some of these features and compare the basic and advanced company stores and the simple stores. So let's start with the basic Bright Sides Company Store. So the basic Bright Sides Company Store is a really beautiful online company store system of completely customizable design, look and feel, branding, presentation that can come through in that online store. It's a very modern platform. So the storefront is modern and the whole ordering process is very modern. It's got a similar flow to retail sites. It's mobile friendly, as we mentioned. So the experience for the user is very current and very relevant, which is really important right now in technology. In these basic stores, you've got very customizable products, unlimited products. You've got a great logo management feature. Of course, there's a shopping cart, so you can go through and place orders on that store, whether it's with a custom payment method like purchase orders or cost codes, or a gateway plugin if you want to accept credit cards. You can charge some basic sales tax, some shipping. You can even allow users to check out as guests or, of course, create accounts if user accounts is important to you. In the back end, there's some great sales and product reports and some very basic order management as well. So from beginning to end, there's a wonderful solution for you that's a little more cost-effective, really streamlined, but also flexible company store solution in that basic company store. So let's say that you need all of this and more. Well, that's when you go to the advanced company store. And quite honestly, the advanced store is probably what I would say 90% of our clients use, because most companies that have a company store program need some of this robust functionality and capability to help manage their program. They're going to use these tools to create a lot of efficiencies, manage brand, manage spending, and there are some tools in the advanced store that really help you do that. So the advanced company store gives you everything that the basic did because it's just an extension of that basic store, but it also gives you a lot more capability and features, including permissions and control over how users can access the store. So you can set this up so that based on login or non-login users can see different products or payment methods or shipping methods and a lot of other things. So permissions is a really wonderful tool that lets you set up a store with multiple access points and exits within it. You can do tiered pricing. You can manage inventory counts in these stores. You can do some administrative shop as user functionality. You can set up customized collection fields in the store to collect custom information from your client that maybe isn't already gathered through the checkout process. You can really customize your checkout flow, which is very cool because you can hide or remove fields during checkout that you don't need. You can accept advanced payment methods like account balances, gift certificates, coupons, checks. There's even a point store that you can use where users may redeem points to be able to purchase products. There are powerful features like manager order approval systems where all orders will feed through a manager or management group. Shipping rate integrations, customizable checkout options, as I've mentioned, and then also really amazing custom report builder where you can have endless reports with our report builder tool administratively. So There's a heck of a lot more than this, but this just kind of dips your toe into the advanced store and some of the capabilities that can come with that program. So now let's step over to the other side of the fence and let's take a look at simple stores. Simple stores are, well, you know, simple. They're very streamlined. They're very straightforward. A simple store is a tool. It's not in our BrightSight system. It's in our Bright Order Management system, so it's not even in the same platform. But it's a tool where you can quickly and easily, and I mean, I'm talking 5 minutes, set up a site where users can come into the site. It's limited products. They're going to scroll down, see them all on one page, pick their colors and sizes, move through a very basic checkout. Custom payment methods, credit cards, if you want to plug into a gateway, that's all good. You get great reporting behind this. You can charge some basic tax, flat rate shipping if you need to, and you can also give your client access into an administrative dashboard of orders as well if that's needed. Also behind this system is an email marketing tool. So if you did want to push out promotions or emails to the employees saying, hey, come order your uniform, come pick up your gift, come select your one of 5 products, whatever that looks like, you can easily create those emails and send them, paste in email addresses and just send them out to a lot of people right at once with a link directly into the site. So the email marketing engine behind it is super handy to help drive traffic to these stores. You can also use simple stores for redemption purposes, and I'll show you that in a few minutes, but a redemption site is just also simple, but it allows you to enter a code for redemption of 1 product, 2 products, 5 products, whatever, which is a really nice way to control those giveaways within a company. So simple stores are, gosh, they're just amazing, and I think it's going to be really exciting for you guys to take a look at them. So let's do that. Let's take a look. But let's first look at company stores, because I just want to give you a quick demo of a company store because it's important to see that. So let me sorry about this. Having a hard time getting this pop up so I can take the screen control. Ah, I think I got it. So sorry about that. Okay. I think you're seeing it now. Okay, sorry about that delay. So here you should be able to see my company store. This is an example of one of our advanced company stores. And so I'm just going to kind of go through this with you. I'm going to keep it at a fairly high level because we're covering quite a bit today. But I just wanted to give you an example of what can be available here. So again, very customizable from a design, a look and feel, branding standpoint. We've definitely seen with design that graphics are key. Companies really like large, overwhelming graphics in their company stores, so that's what we've been designing a lot of lately. But whether we're designing it or you're designing it, it's really up to you how you want that to look when you go to the store. Behind the scenes, too, for both of our systems, I just want to mention that security, stability, uptime, speed, these are really important to us and components of any software system that must be paramount for anybody. So certainly they are for us. We put enormous efforts into all of those areas every single day and always will. So here we are back in the store. I'm going to go ahead and start moving through the store itself. But first I want to show you a little bit of permissions, that feature I talked about. So I've come into this store. I'm not logged in. I'm just a general user, and I'm seeing these 4 categories of products up here. I'm going to go ahead and log in as a user in the marketing department. And when I do that, I'm going to see an additional category of products. So a lot can change once you log in, depending on what you need. But it's just a really nice way to segment users within a single organization so that their experiences may be different. I'm going to go ahead and click into this featured category, and this is going to take us to the category page. Filtering navigation, sort on the page. If you've got multiple images, users can scroll through them here. If you put products on sale, you can have a banner show up. I'm going to go ahead and click into this red house shirt here to take us to the product page. And here we are at the product page. I've got a lot of features turned on to show you them, but please note, if you don't need logo management or personalizations or a lot of other features on this page, they would not show up. They would just not be here. So here we are at the product page. I can hover to get closer to my images. I can click to enlarge. If I'm offering the shopper a choice of logos, I can load those logos. I can even let them load their own logos. If I set up my store to display those logos, I can hover or click on logos to see how they'll look on the product image on the left. So it's got some virtual logo capability in it as well. This particular product's offering some choices, color and size. These are completely flexible. But in this scenario, I can see my colors in a kind of a gallery format. I'm going to click on one. It's going to show me my color name. In this example, it's going to show me some inventory. So I'm going to go ahead and order a medium. I've got an option here for personalization. If I want to have my name put on it, personalization feature also fully customizable. You can set minimums for products, maximums for products. You can even pass along quantity discounts if you want to. You have a field to plug in a social media if you choose. You don't have to. You've got product reviews, recently viewed items, and related items. So some of the more retail-esque kind of components within your online company store. So I'm going to go ahead and add this shirt to the cart. It's going to take me to my shopping cart. I can click to see the additional information that I've added, but I'm going to go ahead and check out. I've already logged in, so it's going to take me straight through to checkout, but had I not, it would have taken me to my login or registration page. So I've got an overview of my cart here. Shipping address information, boy, these can be blank. You can create options in the drop-down menu. You can preload default addresses so they don't even have fields to plug in addresses. There's lots of flexibility there. You can even permission addresses. You can check this box to save your address too. But I'm going to click next step, and this is going to take me to shipping. So if you want your store to estimate and add shipping charges to the order so that the order includes charges for shipping, you can do that. We have a variety of ways you can do that, from custom shipping methods to integrated rates with FedEx, UPS, and USPS. There's also a variety of sales tax tools. So if you need to charge sales tax for orders, from custom sales tax to fully integrated tools with a solution like Avalara, you've got options for charging sales tax as well. So I'm going to click on FedEx Ground, and then I'm going to click Continue, and it's going to take me to my payment. Billing address fields, I'm going to check same as shipping, and then payment method. So some examples of what you can do here. I've got a lot turned on. Of course, it's only going to display what options you offer. But you've got your account balance. This is a user level balance of money that a user might have in their own balance with their account. And they can check this box to pay for this order with that balance. If they go over the balance, then they can pay the difference in whatever other payment method you offer them. Maybe just their credit card, maybe a purchase order, whatever you're allowing, that can certainly be set up to accommodate that. We also allow for gift certificates where it might be a code worth $25 extra, or coupon code worth 50%, or $10, or free shipping. They can enter that code, apply, and it will take that discount off of this order. If you need to accept credit cards in the store, we integrate with a few different gateway providers. So you would set that account up, and then the user can enter their credit card and very securely process that charge. And then we have custom payment method. It can be whatever you need: payroll deduction, GL code, cost center, PO. It's really up to you. So I'm going to go ahead and pay with a PO and click continue. I don't have it turned on in this particular demo store, but again, there's a manager approval feature, which you can layer in here, as well as a really robust budgeting system that you can layer in here to help control and manage spending and orders placed through the store. So this is going to take us to our checkout page. I've got a little overview here. I'm going to go ahead and place order now. At that point, an order confirmation email is going to go to the shopper. A copy of it will go to you or whomever you want to receive it, and they're done. They can also click into their account to see their order history, change their passwords, load logos, whatever. Lots of user-level access right here. I don't have time to show it in this webinar today, but administratively too for you, there's a really beautiful suite of reports, all of which can be filtered, saved, exported to spreadsheet, and really sorted out and filtered down based on criteria for each report. There's a custom report builder and a whole slew of static reports as well to give you a very wide range of valuable information. So that's a good 40,000-foot overview of a Bright Sites company store. So now let's, again, step to the other side of the fence and take a look at a simple store. So a simple store, again, is really straightforward. So this particular store, I've got a logo here called Simple Store, but this would be your client's logo. You can control some of these colors on the page to help pull in their color scheme. You can create some text here to help explain what the store is about. There are a couple of features that I've turned on just to show you, but you do not have to use them. So you can do a countdown if you want to of how long they have to order in the store. You can also do a fundraiser or a build up towards a goal as well. This goal can be dollar-based, like this example, or it can be product-based, 50 products towards the goal of 500. So you can have both a countdown and the fundraising build up for any of these stores as needed. So you can see here on my simple store, I'm going to scroll on down and I've got a handful of products in this store. Obviously, you want to limit your products because you don't want the shopper to have to scroll for too long. And up here, you'll see there's a little cart. This is not a full cart. It's just a little pop-up of what I've got in my cart. So I'm going to go ahead. I see some different colors here. I'm going to select electric blue, and I'm going to order one small. And I can either go straight to checkout with that product, or I can add it to my cart. I'm also going to scroll down here and look at some of these other products and see. So I'm going to go back to my home here, try that again. I'm going to order gray, and I'm going to add it to my cart. There we go. So here I've got it in the cart, got a product in my cart. I can clear it out. I can close it. I can check out. I'm going to go ahead and click checkout. And this is going to take me to my very simple checkout process. Some very basic customer information. We're not creating user accounts here. We're just gathering some information. Some shipping address. Where do you want it shipped to? So you can enter some shipping address information here. Pretty basic stuff. You can enter notes for your order. This is a field which is flexible. You can turn that on if you want to. Payment method. So again, this can be credit card. I've turned on a custom payment method, so I'm going to enter that here. You can name that whatever you need, give them whatever kind of notes or direction you want to give them here, and they're going to click Submit Order. That's it. It says, thank you for your order, and it's basically giving them basic information. It's going to email them information about their order, and that's it. So that's just a little example of a simple store and how streamlined and simple it is for the shopper. All of these orders will go into an Orders tab in our system where you can go in and review those orders, view those orders, run reports on those orders. So just like in, or similar to in our company store system, Bright Sites, you get some really amazing reporting behind these simple store orders. So great information for you, simple interface for your client, and it's also very cost-effective solution. So let me also quickly show you Redemption Store. So this is also a simple store. It's just configured to work a little differently. So let's say that your client says, hey, we want to give everybody one holiday gift, and they get 3 to pick from. So you put up the 3 products, you give everybody a unique code, and they go redeem it. So this, I've got my countdown going on in here. You don't have to do that. We've got some text going on here. I'm going to go ahead and enter a code. And that code says I get 1 product. So I can see what's available, and I've got, apparently they want me to have a picnic. So I've got 2 picnic items here I can pick from. So I can pick one of my items. I'm going to click this particular picnic bag, and I'm going to click Checkout. And so I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to go ahead and add this to my cart. You can see it there. Now I'm going to click Checkout. It's going to take me to the checkout page. So again, some very basic information. And there's no payment because I'm redeeming my code. So that's it. Same thing, I click Submit Order. My code's been redeemed. My order's been placed. I'll get an email letting me know that. So simple stores and simple redemption stores, both a really great way to create those pop-up stores, those short-term stores or those stores just with limited items, or those sites for those clients that just don't warrant a full company store. So that probably went on longer than it should have. But let me go ahead and pass this back. To Lucy. All right. So now that we've had a chance to look at both of the stores, let's go ahead and just recap. Basically, simple stores are perfect for easygoing, budget-conscious client who really wants to order online, just has a few products, temporary store, limited products, limited checkout options, pretty straightforward. Basic company store, perfect for clients who want a traditional online store with a beautiful design but don't need a lot of heavy features and capabilities and controls and things like that. Advanced company store, perfect for clients that need that full company store that want to run those more robust programs and controls within that store. So each of these 3 solutions are great. It just depends on which one best fits your needs. So once you have started to have this conversation and you know that it's time for a company store, you're kind of thinking about, all right, how do I get going? Some things to keep in mind before you get started are just gathering information about that store. Understand the audience of the store, the order anticipation, work with your client to determine what products you're going to offer, how you're going to manage those products, whether they're inventoried, whether they're custom products, what is your strategy for fulfillment, what is the shipping strategy, are you going to charge for shipping, how are you going to bill for shipping, what about sales tax, how are you going to charge users to place those orders online. So have these conversations to start to build that with your client so that you kind of have a better head start once you're ready to start building it. So we're here to help you all along this journey. Whether you want, whether you want a simple store and you get started with a simple store, we've got great training videos, and we're happy to help you get going in the simple store system. Whether it's a company store that's a lot more robust and you need full personalized training, you can bring your crew, come prepared with questions and details, and we'll give you some really thorough training on the company store system. All of our systems and solutions come with unlimited support, so you can call us and ask our human team, our people, questions, and they're always happy to help you. We also have ticketing system, online tools, videos, articles. We really try to give you a well-rounded set of tools to really support you as you go through this. So what's next? Really, I just want to let you guys know that we can help you from a, initial standpoint of, we can help you every step, as I've mentioned, but out of the gate, we can help you determine the best fit for you. So from sales and marketing support, let's talk about what your client needs. We're happy to help you determine what solution is best. There's also a lot of really great Brightstore's distributor sales tools on our website. So you can personalize those and share them with your client, from sales sheets to demo stores to social media content. There's just some really fun stuff there too to help you build a presentation for your client. So wherever you are in this process, and I'm sure it varies, let us know what we can do to help every step of the way, and we're just always happy to do that.
All right.
So I'm going to hand it back over to Lucy, so she can cover a few items, then we'll take questions.
Okay, thanks, Tanya. So we have quite a few questions already. We're probably going to run just a little bit past that 45-minute mark, but that's okay. And if we don't get to your question, like I mentioned earlier today, we'll absolutely send you an email in the follow-up. So just a few things before we dive into the questions. Our contact information is right there. So if you want to talk to us on the phone, there's our number. Marketing@brightstores.com is an email that is monitored by multiple people, so we try and get back to you as soon as possible, and we can also point your email in the direction that it needs to go, anybody on our team. And then, as Tanya mentioned before, our website is an excellent resource. We're constantly updating it, and speaking of which, we have been recording this webinar, and so if you go into our resources and webinars, you can watch all of our past webinars. You can watch this webinar on demand, and then there's also a little link for the handout if you would like a copy of it, and also a copy of the handout that I've included on the GoToWebinar link. So with that, let's just jump right into, oh yeah, and next month's webinar. Don't forget to sign up for it. We covered simple stores today, but next month we're really going to dive into the features and kind of go into a little bit more, also talk more about redemption stores. I know that you've seen them, and we do have quite a bit of simple store questions. So like I said before, today is really an awesome kind of general overview of everything that we do. So, as the months go on, we typically just like to get into, some of the more details of the features within each platform, and just help you guys learn a little bit more about the system, whether you've been using it for a while or if you're brand new to it. We just kind of want to show you around and maybe show you something that you haven't seen before. So be on the lookout for all of our invites for upcoming webinars. All right, let's get to these questions. Okay, so we've got quite a bit. Tell me about order data export features. Which data fields can be exported and what file format?
Okay, so that's a pretty big question for a shared audience, so I think we'll reach out to you separately. But the beautiful thing about it is that's really flexible. We have custom report builders where you can define those fields. So you can build that out based on the data you need and remove the data you don't need. So you can build that out, refine it, save it to CSV or Excel format, and export it that way. So I guess I did just answer it.
Are separate graphic images needed for each different product color, or does the software create different color looks?
No, I mean, you need images for different colors if that's something you want to put on your store. Oftentimes, you or we can get those images from suppliers, but that is definitely an image that you would need to load, or we would load.
Can you have an option for the customer to put their own UPS shipping number?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, you can definitely build up a field where you can ask them for their UPS shipping number so that you can bill to that. So yes, you can do that.
Does the store URL have to have Bright Sites in it?
Bright Sites is, so I assume you're referring to a Bright Sites company store, and the answer is no. You can absolutely plug in a custom URL, custom website address for your store.
What are the maximum items that can be placed in the Simple store?
There is no technical maximum, so that's really up to you. You just want to think about usability for the shopper in that they have to scroll through the items. So I think 12, 15, I think any more than that is really an exercise in a lot of scrolling, but really that's up to you and your client.
Can you have more than one logo option on the Simple store?
The only way to have more than one logo option on a Simple store would be to list out your products in multiple versions. There's not a logo choice feature, so that would require, or that would warrant a company store to have the logo feature choice. But the workaround in a Simple store is just to offer two choices, logo 1, logo 2. So 2 versions of that product.
In the redemption store, are they unique claim codes or just one code?
They are unique claim codes because each claim code equals one product. So they are unique. And there are tools administratively to upload these in mass. There's a lot that it's very easy to import that data. The system can even generate those codes for you if you wanted to do that.
Which credit card gateways are supported on the Simple store?
Authorize.net and Stripe.
Okay. Do end user clients go directly to you, or do you refer them to a distributor?
Oh, we do not work with end user clients ever. So we will always refer them back to their own distributor. And if they don't have one, then we always refer them to one of ours that we work with.
Okay. How are orders processed once placed by the user?
Once an order is placed by the user, those orders are going to be emailed to you. In addition, you're going to be able to access those orders in our order management system. And that's, I'm speaking more to the Simple stores right now. In a company store, it's going to go into our order tab or in our reports. In Simple stores, it's going to go into our orders page in our order management system. So you can either process those orders in our order management system, or you can export that data and put it into an outside order management system to process those orders from there.
Okay. Do you have a link that I can send to a customer to show a Simple store?
Absolutely. We will send you that.
Okay, and we've got a few questions about the cost of the Simple stores and the company stores. And so just as a heads up, if you put that in there, we will absolutely follow up with you and send you a pricing page. We don't talk about that in the webinar just because sometimes end users make their way to our presentations and we don't like to compromise the relationship between the distributor and the end user. So if you want some pricing information, just pop it into the box or shoot us an email, marketing@brightstores.com, and we will follow up with you with that information. So just as a heads up there. And then we also have some pretty specific questions about integrations. And so we will we'll follow up with you on those specific integration questions just because it can get a little bit detailed, and we are reaching the end of our presentation time. This has been a great presentation. Thank you guys so much for all these questions. They're really great information for everybody to know. And like I said before, if you asked a pretty detailed question, we'll get back to you. We'll get back to you anyway. That way you have your question in writing and the answer in writing, and so we can follow up with you. So thanks again for joining us, and just be on the lookout for our upcoming emails, or visit our website for more information on our webinars and our weekly demos. So thank you all very, very much. And so we've got some pricing stuff coming in, so we will send that information to you guys. Don't you worry. Have a great day.